So, there's some really cool things one can do in Deus Ex Human Revolution, and the game, whilst not being perfect, allows some things that immediately made me love it. Now, to preface and explain briefly what the game is, Deus Ex is a cyberpunk, stealthy, hacky, minimally shooty sort of game. I imagine at this point, with the game being more than 10 years old, you may already know about the game, but if you don't, I'll link my favorite video about the game. It's by 2 Clicks Philip, and this is what really made me play the game in the first place. It's honestly a really nice video. That said, the first thing is this basic concept in Deus Ex that you can carry boxes and crates, and provided you unlock a specific upgrade, you can also carry larger objects like a dumpster. So, I'm at a particular point where I have this quest requiring me to enter this specific building. And the gameplay options presented to me here are that I can hack the gate, which needs a higher hack level, or I can find a way across a rooftop, which is basically this, what I'm showing right now, where I'm crawling across the stairs and there's a ramp which I can jump across. I've already been here, but I just wanted to show this. And while this is pretty neat, I much rather prefer and enjoyed what I had discovered as a hidden third option. So in this, you basically pick, place and create your own structures in a way. So I carry this dumpster, then the crate, then the cardboard box, and by jumping over each of them I can get across the gate. The only reason I ever tried this is because I used to do things like this when I was a kid, so I essentially had the context of thinking in that particular way. Yet I am surprised that the game caters to this really specific case. I can't remember the last time a game that seems as specific as Deus Ex allowed something so out of the box. I mean, it's got rigid movements, abilities, and hard-defined options, at least when it comes to how the gameplay works. Because whilst they are masters of level design, I just never imagined I could use the game mechanics to play like this. So for this next one, I can honestly say it blew my mind. This game allows, in a sense, movable cover. And thankfully, the AI is scripted in a way, or not scripted depending on how you see it, that it just works. So get this, I have this quest where I need to kill these two guys, and doing so will trigger all the drug dealers in the region to start attacking me. And the first time I played, I saw myself stuck in this alley with limited cover options, and I wanted to find a way to not get shot at all. So I realized that since I can move the dumpster, and because the game maintains the collision for the object you're picking up in this mode, you're not damaged, but you can see the enemies and crouch and have it blocked. And bless whoever decided on this, because this creates an insanely unique playthrough experience. Because I can essentially move and just have a portable cover with me. The best part is that if things get too frisky, you can place the dumpster down and just do a standard cover. I love the fact that you can do this because it introduces an entirely new dimension to how you play, and honestly the freedom and creativity that this allows, rather secretly at that too, is almost unparalleled. This specific problem, which I saved for last, is by far my favorite one, and the one I find the coolest. The basic idea is that I need to get into the police station, and there's multiple paths I could take. To get to it through not the main gate, that is, you have two options. There's a straightforward side path right beside the gate, which requires the strength to carry dumpsters. How you get across here too isn't fairly obvious at first, because what you do here is you place a dumpster and then throw another such that you have it land on top of the dumpster you placed. So basically you create a platform similar to the one I already showed in the beginning. But if you don't have the upgrade to pick up heavy objects, or you're just exploring, there is another path which at first seems blocked off by electricity. That is, until you notice that there's this one box inside the room and another conveniently placed right outside the room, near a barrier, which makes perfect spatial and environmental design sense. So what came to my mind here was, if I get on the box, will the electricity hurt me? And to my actual surprise, no, it doesn't. Now, what if I approached it like that logic puzzle you might know about? The puzzle goes something similar to this. You need to cross a river with two logs. The way to solve it is you basically stand on one log, place the other log after it in the river, move to the other log, move the previous one ahead of you, and then repeat these steps until you get across the river. So that's what I did. I placed a box, jumped on it, placed the other box next, stepped ahead, was fine, repeated, and it worked. Now, this was probably my most exciting gaming moment, at least just in terms of pure discovery, and I was honestly confused between whether I was the big brain now or was it the level design of the game that actually allowed for this. So, when I first played the game, I couldn't find anything that came as close as these three things in terms of sheer creativity. But going back now and actively trying to look for these things, I've already found a few more that they warrant their own video, which I do plan to do. The basic idea for this was to just get this information out, because I have been wanting to make this video for about 3 years now. And past this, I also want to make a video about why specifically these three things worked, where I mention what specifically allows them to work, and was it intentional or accidental game design. So if you like this, I would actually highly encourage that you play the game, or optionally just watch out for any future videos I make. The game is reasonably cheap and it also goes on sale on Steam quite often. But all that said, I hope you enjoyed the video.